What's good, everybody, man? It's your boy Banco Boxing, man. It's your first time on the channel. Go on and hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon button. But hey, anyways, today this is not gonna be the typical video I do. I'm not really gonna have a voiceover too much or anything on this. Basically, you guys can watch this video and see what you think about it. But basically, Bomac called in to Fred, aka Barbershop, aka Beauty Shop Conversations. He called into his little show that he does. I think he does like every day. I don't know. I'm not subbed to Fred anymore. But I only saw this because some dude on Twitter posted it, and then Dr. Blick sent it to me and CJ. Shout out to Dr. Blick. Shout out to CJ, Goodfella Sports TV. He got his channel back. Y'all check him out. But yeah, man. So they're having a conversation. Bomac been getting a lot of flack because they talking about how he talk about Spence and this and that, and he basically is his side of the story is like they always come at me. They always come at Bud, so I'm gonna defend Bud. It was like, well, I think like last week when he basically said Spence ain't loyal to his craft. If he wasn't out partying and drinking, he'd be ready to fight, which is true. It's a true assessment. I got videos of Errol Spence dancing in the club, you know what I'm saying, a couple of weeks ago before this corona hit. So I mean, that's not a lie. I mean, you could say it's interpretation, but we've seen Errol recently, and yeah, man, he's not looking the same. But yeah, I think it's pretty interesting banter. It's pretty funny because Fred always tries to seem like he knows more than a person that's actually in it every day. And Bomac's telling him, you're going to see Bomac's telling him, like, dog, you don't really know everything you're talking about. You think you know, but you don't know. Like, the guys you talked to maybe did bad deals, but we made sure that Terrence has a better deal. So, you guys, if you make it this far, I want you to go ahead and just appreciate the video and, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you feel Fred's right? Do you feel Bomac's right? And I'll be trying to get some more content to you guys, man. It's Banco Boxing. I'm out.
This ain't no Bomac.
Nigga, this Bomac, you gonna put me on air or you ain't. So I can chop that little chick down that was just talking shit about me.
Oh, this is Bomac. Oh, this is Bomac.
With a goofy ass.
Bomac.
What's her name, Reese?
Bomac, what you doing talking? Man, will you let that shit die? Would you let that shit die about her? You know you're not supposed to be talking like that.
What her name? Reese?
Yeah, Reese. That's my girl, man.
Groupie ass.
She ain't no. This ain't.
Retweeted it and said they say drunk ain't shit. Mm-hmm. And so everybody make it look like that I'm sitting out here on. I ain't doing nothing. I ain't in the jail talking shit about it, but I'm not. Now, here lately, like the last day or two, everybody always want to tweet me into it. I don't even tweet. I don't even go on Twitter. Every now and then I go in there, but then I do go in there, I got 50, 60 messages with my name in it saying, Bomac, you need to get your shit together because he gonna kick Bud's ass, this, that, the other. I'm like, okay, all right, I'm gonna state the fact. That's what I'm gonna do. And they get into their feelings, just like you saying now. I mean, you should even say that about the homie or something like that. No, I don't come out and say that. I'm only going back. I'm only retaliating when motherfuckers gonna attack me. I'm gonna protect myself. Mm-hmm. It's real simple.
Yeah, but you're famous, Bomac. Like you're famous. Come on,
bro.
You're boxing famous. You know what I mean? Like,
I live right in the motherfucking hood.
It doesn't matter. I live in the hood too. I'm one block away from.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't famous.
You are famous, Bomac.
Nobody won't say nothing to me.
And your words carry weight. You understand what I'm saying? Like for real, Bo. Like your words severs the. Now you either rooting for the Boston Celtics or you're a Laker fan. Now there's like we can't. I mean, people think I don't like Terrence Crawford, but I'm just I'm just showing a man tough love. And you guys may disagree, and you have every right to disagree with that. But now,
okay, so how you know I ain't showing the cat? How you know I'm not showing the cat tough love? I don't dislike that dude, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know him to dislike you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
but it comes off your
But so
chest
how
that way.
you know
Though.
I'm not sure that dude tough love? How you know I'm just not standing up for my fighter or I'm standing up for my team? Because any of those Spence fans, they always talking shit about this. Terrence A did this, Terrence A did that, Terrence don't do this number, Terrence don't do that number. So when they attack my fighter, it's like attacking my son. That's like attacking my nephew.
I get
I'm
that.
gonna stand up for my nephew.
I
That's
respect
just like
that.
Roger Mayweather would do for Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
It's real simple.
Yeah, I get it.
It's real simple.
Mm-hmm. I get it. No, from that standpoint, it makes sense. But you also got to keep in mind, you're famous. It's like me. It's like me. No matter how angry I appear to be at Terrence Crawford, I always call him a great father. I always claim he's had all his kids by one woman. I always make that plain as day. But I think the business part of it, I think is fucked up. Like I think if you sign a contract with Bob Arum, I think you made a bad decision. You understand what I'm saying? And that's just my perspective. Am I wrong? You may not think I'm wrong, but Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, Mikey Garcia, Miguel Cotto, Oscar De La Hoya says I'm right. So that's where I'm coming from. You understand? So, but I will never ever say this. Terrence Crawford is a piece of shit. He comes from the hood. He was probably in gangs. That's why he got shot in the head. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I would never say things like that, you know? And I think there's a threshold that we can't pass from my perspective, because we give like the Michael Coppingers, the Dan Raphaels, the Steve Kims, we give them too much ammunition. And that's where I come from. You understand? I know it don't seem like that from your angle because I'm hard on Bud. But in 10 years, Bud gonna love me. And you gonna love me in 10 years. Because you're gonna say, little nigga, you was right. But you probably should have called me privately.
You know what? I'm not gonna go back and say in 10 years, I'm not gonna say you was right. I'm not gonna do that because for the simple fact that every move that I critique, that the directions that we go in, it's been sat out and thought out and thought about.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to remember something. Every fighter that you name, and say, okay, maybe he's kind of rough. They came from Bob Arum. Bob Arum is the fucking key, damn near almost the key to boxing, to being great fighters. Yeah. And everybody always went off on their own.
And made more money.
I will tell you that. That everybody got to start from somewhere.
Sure.
Somebody got to start from somewhere. You just can't just come off the earth and say, I'm a great fighter and I'm just going to put, no, hell no. It's not going to happen like that.
Gotcha.
You must have a promoter. You got to have a promoter, or you promote yourself, or you be a Devin Haney. And then at some point in time, he had to hook up with somebody for him to be in the position that he's in. But all the fighters that you named, most of the great fighters that is out or been out, that came through his tunnel. Gotcha. So remember that.
Yeah, I mean, people say he's one of the better like builder-uppers. You know, like at the beginning of your career.
And so every fighter, if most of these promoters is out now, some of these A- promoters is out now, like the De La Hoyas, like the Mayweathers, the Pacquiaos, the Cottos, all of them, they learned something from the man where they came from. You got to remember that, man.
I got you. No,
we
I get
must
that.
have a teacher. You got to be taught. Somebody got to teach you something. Just like when you born, your mom and your dad teach you how to be the person that you end up being, that you are today.
Sure.
It's called ethics. You know what I'm saying? So you got to learn it from somewhere. That's why we go to school. That's why we go to college. That's why we go to church. That's why we go to the gym. Somebody must teach you.
So when you gonna be an entrepreneur?
And remember this. Remember this. Not only as those guys kept their eyes open, but they kept their heads on the swivel. You know what I'm saying? And I recognize that. Pierce recognized that. Steve Nelson recognized that. Fucking Jamel Hand recognized that. About where the fuck he's gonna go or where he wanted to end up being. It's real simple, young fellas. It's real simple.
Yeah.
Look at those guys over there. Think about this. Those guys over there don't got no promoter. When they fights get promoted, it's always being different promoters.
Don't need a promoter.
So they don't have a home. They don't have a home.
Why do we need a promoter in 2020?
They fight underneath the PBC brand. That's a brand.
Yeah.
But that brand is always putting them off on somebody else. So there's nothing solid over there. Nothing. You got to understand the business ethic of anything before you start opening up your mouth, man. Or his fans, or him, or anybody else over there. Even myself. I have to understand it. I wouldn't be talking the way I'm talking if I didn't understand the business end of it.
I'll say this. I don't know everything about the business, but I know the fundamental truths about business. Okay, I'll give an example. And I'll let you rebuttal me. Not a problem, Bomac. In the first Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder fight, Deontay Wilder on the books made $3 million.
Of course,
crying to me. Hey, can you get me in PBC? To stay in camp to sign a contract. That's an interpretation of the fact. You understand? That's not an actual.
They attack my fighter or my fighters, and I spit the truth. And then you say I'm trying to run in these brothers' names through the mud.
Yeah,
I'm not running these brothers' names through the mud.
Yeah, that's a
what
bad
I'm
look,
doing.
bro.
I'm spitting facts.
Yeah, it may be a fact. It may be a fact. But I'm not going
to.
It may be. No, matter of fact. Matter of fact.
Let me speak my facts.
The fact.
To shut Joe Blow over there. Let him shut the fuck up because he don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
But that was an interpretation of the fact. You said he can't. He's too drunk to stay in camp to sign a contract. That's an interpretation of the fact. You understand? That's not an actual fact. The actual fact is that he got a DUI.
No. You're right. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
That's what you call my opinion.
Okay.
But when I start speaking facts, when I start speaking facts, like I just speak to you about different contracts and all that, that's fact. That's because I know the fact. But as far as me saying shit like that, I'm throwing salt on the fans.
Yeah, but
it so happened.
Yeah.
It so happened his name got to get brought up because they bring him up.
I got you.
Come on, man.
I understand the nigga part
of
it.
No, they do it to Terrence. They do it to Terrence all the time.
They do.
Am I right or wrong?
No, I agree.
Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, they do.
All right, then.
Yeah, they do. And I agree with you when you get pushed up against the fence.
So I'm going to fight back.
Exactly my point. I understand that 1,000%. But Bomac, when I get done with this live, I'm gonna read some emails that I got that you're gonna be like, and I've never said anything about it. Motherfuckers calling me through the woodwork. I'll talk to you at some point and we'll converse. And you gonna realize like, and I'm gonna show you the dates of these emails. And you're gonna be like, Fred is a real nigga because I've never mentioned it ever in my life. Ever, and I'll only show it to you and Terrence. That's it. At some point. But the point I want to. So who you fighting next, man? At the end of the day, people want to know who you're fighting and when you're fighting, man. That's the bigger question. Y'all motherfuckers ain't got no opponents over there.
We got an opponent. We just got to get past this coronavirus first, man. Let's get past this. We was about to announce the opponent, but this shit came up, so we just going to sit back, stay in the gym, and do what we do. You know what I'm saying? Just like everybody else.
Can you give us 3
everybody
names?
Else is still training, waiting till this shit pass over, and then shit going to get announced.
You got any 3 names for us? Can you give us 3 names?
No, see, now you digging.
I gotta dig. That's my job, right? We only talk once a year.
Now you digging.
Yeah, then you take my phone, so we only talk once a year. But you know.
If you would always try to bash my fighter,
I don't bash your fighter.
On him all the time. Maybe I would talk to you and shit. But so I find out who you really was. And then Bud told me who you really was. I was like, oh man, I can't fuck with this dude.
Yeah,
but
you
this
know
dude
what?
that fuck with me today was like, man, get on the show, man. Get on the show. Go on the barbershop. Go on the barbershop. Then I see your picture. I'm like, oh, man, that's knucklehead and shit.
You know what? Terrence said, fuck you. He said, fuck you. I don't fuck with you. You know what? I tell everybody, I gain more respect for Terrence Crawford. I love people that tell me how they feel about me. Because Terrence ain't afraid of me. I know he can whoop my ass. I'm not talking about the nigga get up and square up and fight. But just as a man, I'm not afraid of Terrence Crawford. And I respect the fact that he drew a line in the sand. I can deal with a nigga like that.
So what's the call him and tell him then?
Huh? What's the problem?
Call him and tell him. Don't tell me.
No,
tell him.
I've said it many times since Vegas.
Okay, so how about this? When next time you see, you walk up to him, you you draw that line between you and him, and you say, I respect you. I know you'll whoop my ass, and then everything